What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all a quick update of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at $9,810. We're up about 4.4%. What I want to do is just jump on here, give you a little bullet point video on Bitcoin, because I had a buddy of mine, he was just writing to me and he was talking about on the 4-hour time frame, is there a potential cup and handle for Bitcoin? And what you're seeing here, we're on the 4-hour time frame. You can see how we have this cup, and then you see how we have this potential handle. Now what you want to look for, guys, is for us to actually break up above this neckline here, which I would call about $10,049 would be the area that I'd be looking at, that previous top, that previous overhead resistance. If we can get up above that, then we'd have to go up and challenge that 10,500. The only thing here, typically, as I'm looking at the encyclopedia of chart patterns here, what you want to look for when it says cup duration, he talks about, I used a strict interpretation, the O'Neill's cup duration. He removed short cups fewer than 7 weeks and overly long ones older than 65 weeks. So when you're looking at a true cup and handle, they will typically be over 7 weeks long. And this is just a little short one here in a few days on a lower time frame. So that's something that you do have to be aware of. It's not one of those longer cup and handles that's been established on the 1-day time frame or the 1-week time frame where you could have a 30% run. Okay. But what we need to be aware of as well when you're looking at chart patterns like this, it's tough to jump into a chart pattern right now when we have not broken up through that $10,000, and then when we also have stiff overhead resistance so far at that $10,500. When you're looking at a cup and handle and you have a breakout through that neckline, you want to have a nice area to run. You know, for Bitcoin, what I would like to see is us, have a gap open to about $11,000, $12,000, then that would give it a little bit more room to run. But right now we have to be cautious because we have that overhead resistance right up there at $10,500. That's going to be very important for us. But guys, this is cryptocurrency, and you know how fast things move. Just like in moves like that, we could get a nice shot out of here and we could blow past that 10,500. Then what I would want to see is for us to consolidate upon that and turn that into support. I think that's going to be very important for us. Now, if we drop down into the 1-hour time frame so we can get a little better look at this. So what you're seeing right here and why this is tough. So we have this top here. We had this previous top, which we're fighting with right now. So you can see those were areas where we had rejection. We had a longer wick up here. That was pretty heavy rejection as well the last time we tried to go up to get over top of that $10,000. So that's something that we do have to be aware of right now. If we turn on our RSI on the 1-hour time frame, we're looking at it up around 73, and that's also coordinating with these overhead resistances here. So that's why I'm saying it'd be tough for us to get over top of that without even potentially cooling back down again. But we're going to have to wait and see. So that's on the 1-hour time frame. These are the overhead resistance areas that we're going to need to get up above on continued heavy volume. And then if we bounce out to the 1-day time frame quick, just wanted to point this out to you. Take a look. And why this is, guys, basically we're almost in like an equilibrium pattern fighting between, we'll call it about $8,500 and that $10,000 where we're just bouncing around in that. On the 1-day time frame, we're looking a little better. We're up above our 20 EMA. We're up above our 200 still. We're up above our 50, and we may get that golden cross there. But like we talked about, with this being just horizontal, it wouldn't be as meaningful as if it was really trending up or if it was trending down when one of these things takes place. Because moving averages, when they just move sideways, then they're a little bit irrelevant because they're for trend capturing or trend chasing. So what we need to do today is to close up above 9,800 and then eventually get up to around that $10,000 time frame or $10,000 price range, excuse me. RSI right now is at 63, and we're just going to go through a few indicators. Take a look at this. So that's 63. We're going to go to our stock RSI. Stock RSI is at 27 and 30. Then we'll take a look at our MACD. MACD here just been a little bit more neutral as well, kind of kissing back and forth. Looked like we were going to cross up. We came back down. Looks like we may get another cross here, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But, this is why I was just saying this is a sticky area if we go back to the 4-hour time frame here, just due to the stiff overhead resistance. But it is nice to see that as we came up and we were trying to challenge this area, it was coming on above average volume. So that's what you would want. But it's just tough to go long at this area right now with the amount of overhead resistance. If you're already in a position, this is where you would want to stay in that position right now. Trend obviously is still up if you take a look at trading view for Bitcoin, but it's just tough to just jump right in right now. You can see right here on the 1-day time frame, we have a 1 sell, 9 neutral, 18 buy, so that's looking good. Moving averages, like we talked about, we're up above all of them. 0 sell, 1 neutral, 16 buy. Then our oscillators, we're looking at 1 sell, 8 neutral, 2 buy. And then you can just go through, the week, the month, all that, and take a look at it. So this is just where, guys, I mean, these are the areas that we need to get up above here. And if we can finally start getting up above those areas, then that's really going to give us a nice shot, because if we get up above that $10,500, I'll show you the gap that we'd be looking at here. And that's what I would be more interested in. So we get over top of this, we potentially could have a nice shot up to around, we'd call it about $12,000. So that's why it's so important right now. Okay, so macro sense, we still have the lower highs coming in. And then in the intermediate term, we still have our higher lows coming in. So that's why we're just kind of waiting at this time. And we're just going to have to wait and see if we get up above that 10,000, turn into support, guys. That's what I'm looking for mostly. So I didn't want to make this too long a video. Just want to give you a quick one here. We'll take one more look here. On the 4-hour time frame, this is like a bullish belt hold line candle on the 4 hours. So that is a nice strong candle where that closed. We're going to have to see if we get continuation to the upside here. If it's just going to start dropping back down, then we'd look to find support. I'd say at about $9,500 would be the area that I'd be looking at. So let me know down below, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you get some from this. Also, just give a thumbs up, write a letter, anything down there really helps with the algorithm. I just wanted to address this and just show you, this is taking place. It wouldn't necessarily be a longer term cup and handle because we just don't have the length of time for that yet. But in the shorter term, it definitely would be. And we'll have to see if that does get that upside break. It's never a guarantee, guys. Always wait for that confirmation. God bless you all.